Chapter 16. "Cutter, darling, we go to Bergdorf," Blackwell said. "Yes, ma'am." She turned to me as he pulled into traffic, and her eyes were brighter than they'd been earlier that morning. Hell, give the woman a reason to shop and they became electric. "You know, just saying the word Bergdorf sounds like mischief to me," she said. "I know where you're going with this, and you need to be nice to Chloe." "Says who? She makes a fortune in commissions off us. And besides, all I generally do is poke her with a stick a few times when she disappoints me." "Sometimes I think you poke her too hard." "And sometimes I think you're entirely too soft." "Ugh, you're impossible." She lifted her chin at me. "What I am is Blackwell." Jesus.
"How are you, Cutter?" Lisa asked. "I haven't seen you in ages."
Lisa was sitting between Blackwell and me, and because I'd told her that Blackwell was the one taking us shopping, she'd totally and intentionally whipped herself into shape. Though she generally sat behind a computer all day in sweats and a t-shirt while she wrote whatever novel she was working on, today, Lisa had brought it. She was wearing cream-colored Prada pants, a matching cashmere sweater, and a bright red mid-length coat by Acri. On her feet, red Louboutins. She wore her blonde hair softly around her shoulders, and her makeup was spot on. She'd nailed it to the point that Blackwell actually gave her a compliment when we picked her up. "I'm good, Lisa," Cutter said. "Yourself?"
"Fantastic. This morning, one of my zombies whacked off a guy's head, cracked open his skull with the help of rock, and used his fingers to scoop out his brains so he could eat them. But since that's clearly been done before, I'm thinking of throwing in a twist. If the dead guy was smart, maybe eating his brains will make the zombie smarter."
"Actually, that would be a nice twist."
"I think it might be too. I mean, what if the dead guy was some sort of genius, and the zombie becomes super smart because of eating his brain? Think of the possibilities."
"That zombie could organize a revolt of some sort."
"Oh my god, see? I love it."
"You two and your zombies," I said.
"Like Tank to this day, Cutter also knows the power of the Z," Lisa said.
"Can't you write about something that matters?" Blackwell said as Cutter came to a stop at a traffic light. "You know, something useful, like topical Botox or something. Just dab it around your eyes and everything's perfectly smooth within minutes. I hate those damned injections."
"What matters?" Lisa said. "I thought what matters was lifting Wen's bottom line, which my books are doing."
"Well, aren't you the little scrappy one this morning?"
"Actually, I am feeling scrappy."
She turned to Barbara, and I saw my friend's eyes glimmer.
"You know, Barbara, I've written a character based on you into my new book."
Oh no, she's not. "What in the fresh hell are you talking about now?"
"Jennifer knows about it. We've just kept it a secret."
"Traitor," Blackwell said to me. "Like hell she's putting me into one of her books." "It's not as bad as you think," I said to her. "Lies."
"It isn't," Lisa said. "And it's already done. Her name is Bertha. You inspired her. Naturally, Bertha is a member of the undead, but because some part of her remembers that she loves couture, she raids all of the Chanel stores in Manhattan."
"I'll sue."
"It's satire. You can't. Besides, I think you'd rather like Bertha."
"A horrible name."
"Because as she rots, she goes from a size 0 to a size -2. Oh, and she also decides which tailors get to live or die, if only so that her clothes can be fitted properly to her. If they screw it up, it's off with any number of their body parts. So, you know, thanks for the inspiration."
"Are you telling me that Iris has sanctioned this?"
"I'm telling you that even my editor doesn't know that it's you, so don't worry. What I've done is actually given an homage to you, if you think about it. I mean, shouldn't the undead also crave couture as much as you do?"
Well, Blackwell said, clearly cornered.
I mean, shouldn't they?
Everyone should look their best, dead or alive.
Then take it as a compliment. It was only meant out of good fun. I actually think you're going to enjoy the scene.
To be determined. But whatever. I have far more important things on my plate right now than worrying about being the inspiration for a zombie named Bertha. We're here at Bergdorf. Jennifer, I can already tell you that you will shine on Saturday night.
And then she turned coolly to Lisa.
But, as for you, my kind-hearted little scribbler, the zombies, as you might say, are still out on that one.
As Cutter pulled the car next to Bergdorf and stopped beside it, Blackwell held up her hand and stopped us from exiting the car. She reached into her clutch, removed her slim phone, and punched in a few numbers. After a pause, she said,
"Chloe, are you ready for us? Good. We're just outside and we'll see you in 30 seconds.
With that said, she clicked off her phone. Then Cutter got out of the car and came around to open the door next to me, and we all stepped onto the sidewalk. You totally should be in charge of a militia, Lisa said to Blackwell.
Watch it, girl.
I mean it. It's kind of crazy to watch you like this. Obviously, I've seen you in action before after all these years, but I still can't process how you can make everyone fall in line the way you do.
That's because you don't understand or even grasp the idea of power, she said. Now, move forward toward the building. I told Chloe that we'd be inside in 30 seconds, and you are not going to blow that for me. Cutter, my darling young man, I'll call you 10 minutes before we're ready to leave, okay? Yes, ma'am.
See? Lisa said as we all moved toward Bergdorf's entrance. Look at Jennifer and me, both marching toward Bergdorf's like we're one of your automatons, while poor Cutter is now on guard, ready to pick us up at a moment's notice. I think that we're your militia.
Then I have terrible tastes when it comes to choosing my soldiers, with the exception of Cutter. He's someone you want on your team, as is Tank.
I'm totally Team Tank, Lisa said.
What you two totally need to do is get the hell married, but we'll save that for another day, Blackwell said as Chloe opened the door for us, meeting us with a genuine smile.
Barbara, Chloe said as we stepped inside.
Hello, how are you? Blackwell said as she breezed past her.
I'm excellent, she said, and very happy to see you, Jennifer and Lisa.
Blackwell raised an eyebrow at the middle-aged blonde beauty standing before us. Really, Chloe? You're happy?
Of course.
Perhaps I should phrase it another way. Is it your bank account that's happy to see us, or is it you who are happy?
Barbara, I said.
Never mind answering, Chloe. I think we all know, Blackwell said. Now, I assume you have things in mind for these two?
I do.
And I assume you've given those things a great deal of thought?
I have.
More thought than you'd even give to a dying loved one, like your mother? Don't answer that, too awkward, even for me. Let's just see what you have in mind, my dear, Blackwell said as we set off toward the elevator, which we'd take to the designer evening wear section on the 3rd floor. And hope to hell that you've come through. When the elevator doors slid open, Blackwell looked out at the busy floor before her and sighed. Look at them, she said. The general public. And some of them are actually checking the price tags, which suggests something even worse. We're surrounded by tourists. It's disgusting. We should have come before hours.
If you'd like to come early tomorrow morning, I can certainly make that happen, Chloe said. The store will be yours.
No, Blackwell said. We're here. We'll muddle through the depraved and the rancid as we've done before. Just get us into a private dressing room, pour us some champagne, and get me a glass of ice. Then we'll see what you've chosen for Jennifer and Lisa. Naturally, I have a few things in mind myself, but we'll test what you have in mind first."
"It's like we're going to a hanging," Lisa said under her breath to me.
"I heard that, Scribbles," Blackwell said. "Now come on, we're wasting time, which I eschew. Let's get this show on the road."
In the dressing room, Chloe got each of us a glass of champagne and a glass of ice for Blackwell. Lisa and I felt so bad for Chloe. We thanked her profusely while Blackwell popped a cube into her mouth, bit down hard on it, and then took a sip of her champagne. And when she did that, she screwed up her face.
"It's flat," she said. "Send it back, Chloe. Try again."
"Oh, it is not flat," I said.
"The hell it isn't."
"We all heard that bottle pop."
"That pop could have been the bottle's death."
"If that's the case, then why is your glass filled with bubbles?"
"Are they bubbles or a series of last gasps?"
I ignored her and looked at Chloe, who already seemed undone despite the fact that she knew exactly who she was dealing with, since she'd been working with Blackwell for years and was used to this kind of treatment. "The champagne is fine, Chloe," I said. "In fact, it's delicious."
"Says the farmhand from Maine," Blackwell said.
"God, you're impossible."
"Of course I'm impossible. If I wasn't, I wouldn't be here."
She looked at Chloe and deepened her voice.
"Bring out the gowns," she said to her. "We'll begin with what you have in store for Lisa."
"Of course, Barbara," Chloe said, and then she moved through a door and disappeared from sight, likely to take one mother of a Xanax. "Stop being such a bitch," I hushed at Blackwell.
"Oh, please, you love it. And besides, Chloe knows that I'm mostly only joking, so lighten up."
"She's starting to go pale," Lisa said.
"Then perhaps she should find a better foundation that's more suited to her skin tone."
"Here is my first choice," Chloe said when she re-entered the room with a deep red gown slung carefully over her arms. She moved to the center of the room, hung it on a stand so it was reflected in the mirrors that surrounded it, and then stepped back so all of us could have a better look. "I love it," Lisa said.
"You'd love the first donkey set free from the barn," Blackwell said as she stood. "Though I have to admit it is pretty."
She locked eyes with Chloe.
"Alexander McQueen?"
"It is?"
"His crystal-embellished bustier gown?"
"That's right."
"The one featured in this month's Vogue?"
"The very one, and it's so new we're the only establishment in the city to have received it."
"Hyperbole."
"It's true."
"I can't have Lisa or Jennifer showing up in something that some other woman will be wearing. You know how important that is to me."
"I do, Barbara. That's why this is my first choice for Lisa."
"Well, how clever of you."
Blackwell circled the dress with her glass of champagne in her hand and admired its design.
"V-neckline," she said almost to herself. "Square back, gently ruffled hem, viscous. Long column silhouette, which was a smart call on your part, Chloe, since Lisa has always been my perfect size 0, something Jennifer will never achieve. If fitted properly, this dress will actually give Lisa a shape."
"I have a perfectly fine shape," Lisa said.
"You're a stick with tits and a menstrual cycle," Blackwell said. "And you know it, so try it on and then we'll assess. In the meantime, Chloe, please bring out every other dress you had in mind for Lisa. We'll see how she looks in this, but I want to see her other choices."